I'll be going over our project called Touchpad Human Proof. Our group members consist of Julian Lang, Ming, and John Baltazar. The problem we want to solve has to do with passwords. To replace keystrokes, we want to create a touchpad-based authentication method that involves patterns. This is similar to the pattern lock on Android devices that you all see today. We want to implement our solution using simply JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, and we also want to include a MySQL database to store patterns and the user account information. Each node will have a unique ID that is stored in the database as a string. The users we're targeting are people who want a more visual authentication method, and also people with fine motor disabilities, as sometimes these people with fine motor disabilities might find swiping to be a much easier task than typing or remembering passwords. And since we're targeting web applications, the lock will be operational on all devices and won't be specifically meant for or targeted for any operating systems. And our solution is to create a web-based application, as I said earlier, for user authentication. It'll be a node map of 3x3 nodes, with each node having a unique ID tied to it. And the user will simply have to swipe through the radius of the node, which will add the unique ID to the password string, and that password string will be saved into the database along with the account information. Every time the user wants to log in, they'll have to input their pattern, and the account will be accessible. If several failed attempts were to occur, the account will be locked for a set amount of time, and the user might be notified. We'll be using Fitts law to increase usability and efficiency, and we'll be using Fitts law as a way to make a baseline assessment. It'll also help us with creating a better design for our user interface. And for now, I will show you how our pattern lock works. So simply all you have to do is start with a click, and then move down, move up, and simply like that, the user password will be created, and we will store that into the database along with the user information. And every time the user wants to log in, they'll just have to re-input that.